camp holds 1,000 asylum seekers, and it sits right next to a small Irish town called Naas, where 26,000 people call home. But this isn't the only camp. Camps like these are springing up all across Ireland, bringing in thousands of unknown men, many of whom could be dangerous. Later in this video, I'll break down why these men pose a threat and why we know next to nothing about them. This bizarre process is costing Irish taxpayers millions every single day. In the first 3 months of 2024 alone, a mind-blowing 430 million was spent to accommodate these asylum seekers. What's going on here? Did the Irish people agree to this? Did anyone even ask them? How did they feel about their communities being transformed overnight? I have been following this for years, and in this video, I'm going to unravel the shocking, hard-to-believe situation unfolding right now in Ireland. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of what's really happening, and I guarantee you'll be stunned by what you learn. For as long as I can remember, wars have existed, but I've never seen anything like this. Concentration-styled camps springing up all across Ireland. Now, I know calling them concentration camps might raise a few eyebrows, but hear me out. A concentration camp, also known as an internment camp, is defined as a place where people are confined, usually without hearings, often under harsh conditions, typically because they're being identified by the government as dangerous and undesirable. Some might disagree with me labelling this way, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. Here's another thing I've noticed. In every video I've watched of these camps, I haven't seen a single woman. It makes sense. Imagine being a woman surrounded by strange men in a tense, unpredictable situation. These camps are designed like military fortresses. High walls, tight security, and locals aren't given any information about them. If this doesn't make you feel uneasy, it should. But trust me, it gets even stranger. These camps are big business. Housing asylum seekers has drained billions from the Irish taxpayer in just a few years. And where's this money going? Straight into the pockets of the wealthy elite. While ordinary citizens are grappling with a cost of living crisis, skyrocketing energy prices, and an increasing risk of poverty. A recent IPOS B&A survey revealed that 62% of people are just getting by, while 1 in 5 are outright struggling. Another survey conducted by Amarak Research found that 67% of respondents personally know a small business that has had to close down in the last year. Meanwhile, one of these elites, Seamus McKinney, owns 14 companies that benefit from taxpayer money to house these asylum seekers, and hotels across Ireland are following suit, filling their rooms with asylum seekers instead of tourists. In the west of Ireland alone, over a third of the entire hotel capacity is taken up by asylum seekers. This has decimated local businesses that rely on tourism, especially during the peak seasons. It's a system that's designed to fail the average person while the rich keep getting richer. Even from a humanitarian standpoint, that 430 million spent this year in the first 3 months could have provided clean water to 25 million people in Africa. Every day, more than 800 children under 5 years of age die by contaminated water, poor sanitation, and unsafe hygiene practices. But instead, that money is being funneled from the pockets of the ordinary citizens into the hands of the already wealthy. This is a system imposed on us by the government, and it's of no benefit to the Irish people. Immigration is a complex issue. If it's done right, it can be good. It can benefit both immigrants and the state. But what's happening now? Ireland is being overwhelmed by numbers we cannot sustain or integrate safely. I believe this is happening by design, and I'm about to show you why. Our Justice Minister, Helen McEntee, has given visas to asylum seekers, essentially allowing people from the UK come to Ireland for better opportunities.
Around 15 years, when I hear about Ireland and I hear about the Justice Minister in Ireland, they open for everyone to get a visa for asylum seeker.
And Roderick O'Gorman, our Minister for Children, equality, disability, integration and youth, sent out tweets in 8 different languages, encouraging people to come to Ireland, promising them own-door accommodation. Since 2021, the funding for his department has increased by almost 6 billion to facilitate this influx. The year after he sent those tweets, asylum applicants shot up by 500%, and they're still rising. Does this seem fishy to you yet? In 2024, the Irish government, backed by the mainstream media, launched a campaign to change the definition of family in our constitution to include the fake term durable relationships. Suddenly, this was the biggest issue we faced in Ireland, something most people hadn't even heard of until then. What they didn't tell us is how this change could have drastically increased the number of people entering Ireland through asylum and family reunification laws. Instead, what Helen McKenty did is go on national TV and lie to the Irish public, stating this would have no effect on immigration.
When speaking about this referendum, that it has serious consequences, particularly when we think of immigration law and proving that someone is a family member or in cases of family reunification, that it will have consequences.
So our immigration law is set out by government. The family reunification law that we have at the moment is very clear and it's very narrow for specific reasons. It's between a parent and a child. That's not going to change because of this referendum.
So Neil Richmond was wrong there, was he?
Well, yes, because this is not going to change the laws that we have now. There are not going to be suddenly an influx of people coming saying that they now have a different application that they can apply here, because the law is very clear.
Thanks to documents released under freedom of
this is going on in Ireland. It's going on over here in the United States. You see a similar hotel, flying America, the money going to the elites. Kamala Harris and the elites are benefit from this. This is a money grab, destruction grab, replacement grab. If you people don't wake up and see what's really going on, this going on here, but it's not as serious as over there. But it is as serious as over here, as it is over there. But you just ain't seeing it yet. Kamala Harris is with these elites. The Democrat Party is with these elites. And some of these rhinos is with these elites. Some of these conservatives is with these elites. If we don't put President Donald Trump back in our office, J.D. Vance, and a whole bunch of these real conservative Republicans back in office to replace these liberal, Democrat, progressive, and these rhinos, you wouldn't have no future no more. We wouldn't have no future no more. We wouldn't have no free no more. This is a global agenda. Now I'll tell you one more time. President Donald Trump told them no. So you keep on playing games. You keep on being brainwashed by the media. You keep on having these feelings or whatever, emotional. I ain't gonna vote for him because of this or that, whatever. And they telling you, and they showing you what they're about. And you keep on ignoring it because you're stubborn, black, colored, minded person, white, liberal, control minded, or whatever. But this is really going on. President Donald Trump, 2024, J.D. Vance, 2020. President Donald Trump, 2024, 2025, J.D. Vance. 4 more years. President Donald Trump. 4 more years, President Donald Trump, J.D. Vance.